Let's explore the 10 richest Arab kings on earth. The last one will surprise you. Number 10 is Sultan Hassan al-Bolkiah, from $20,000 hairstyle to unbelievably extravagant empire. When it comes to sheer luxury, Sultan Hassan al-Bolkiah of Brunei is one of the unrivaled figures. With a fortune of up to $30 billion, he is not only a leader but also a symbol of limitless luxury. The story of his wealth once caused a stir when the Sultan was willing to spend $20,000 just to get a 30-minute haircut.
I need to be his barber. I need to be his barber. I don't know how to cut hair, but I will be his barber. $20,000 for 30 minutes? That barber was on top. What? What?
But what's more amazing is how he did it, flying his personal barber all the way from London on his private jet. This is not just about a hairstyle, but a testament to how he defines luxury. With more than 7,000 supercars, the Sultan of Brunei not only owns the largest car collection in the world, but also has unique models designed just for him. Some of the most notable supercars in his collection include Lamborghini Veneno, a supercar with only 3 units in the world; Bugatti Veyron, one of the rarest Bugatti models on the planet. With a total collection value of more than $2 billion, he can drive a different car every day for nearly 20 years without repeating. But not only stopping at supercars, the Sultan also turned a Boeing 747 worth $100 million into a gold-plated masterpiece, bringing its total value to $133 million. The interior of the plane is decorated with gold, from the sink, shower to even the toilet.
What are we doing here? What are we doing here? Bro, what? I wouldn't even lead a plane, bro. I would just literally live on the plane. Look at this gold plated. So you mean to tell me you can spend $133 million on a plane? You got poor people in your country, poor people beside you. And I get it. You might say they need to work for what they got. Nah, brother. I don't think you worked your way to being this rich. I honestly think this had to be like an inheritance or something. Like, what? And if you did work your way to be this rich, you need to give out the blueprint. I'm sure it's not that easy, because if it was, everybody would be doing it. But you basically spending money on stuff you don't need, bro. Give it to some people who need it. Give it to me. I'll see my cash out.
When you are one of the richest kings in the world, a normal palace is not enough. Istana Nurul Iman, the residence of the Sultan of Brunei, is the largest palace on the planet, with an area of up to 2.15 million ft2. The value of this palace cannot be calculated, because it is not only a mansion but also one of the greatest symbols in the history of royal architecture. Luxury is not limited to Brunei. The Sultan also owns a series of expensive real estate in the world, including a $400 million hotel in London, a luxurious chateau worth £110 million in France, a lavish villa worth $30 million in Beverly Hills, California. Comment Hassana if you like him. But if you thought that was the height of luxury, wait until we get to the next character, a king who lives above gold and silver. Number 9 is King Salman of Saudi Arabia, the man who ruled on gold. Holding the throne of a country with huge oil reserves, King Salman bin Abdulaziz Al Saud is not only the head of a country, but also the manager of a family with a total asset estimated at $2 trillion.
$2 trillion is crazy. Hey, but my thing is, this might sound crazy, but if I'm in his position, I'm buying whatever I want. It don't make sense to buy clothes, though. That's what I'm, like, shoes and clothes, it doesn't make sense. I'm not buying no designer shoes, no designer clothes. What am I buying clothes for when the only thing I'm wearing is these things? I don't know how much these things are. I don't know how expensive they are, but I'd probably have every color in this. Every color. I don't know if I got to wear a specific color, but I have every color in this. And these little things right here, yeah, I'll probably have a design on one of these things. One of these little head things. Yeah, that's just me. It's going to be designer for sure. You're going to see a bunch of LVs on this. Nah, that's just the nigga in me. I'm just playing. I wouldn't do that. Nah, I'm serious. I wouldn't buy clothes because this is all they wear. What you buying clothes for? Every time I'm out, every time I pop out, I gotta wear one of these. Yeah, I'm saving that little bread. I'll buy me an island or something.
Unbelievable number, even for the richest billionaires on the planet. But don't think that money comes with safety. This wealth always puts the royal family in the sights of hostile forces. And that is the reason why his son, Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, MBS, is famous for his iron fist rule. The name Jamal Khashoggi is perhaps the clearest proof of this royal family's handling of political issues. Controversies aside, King Salman's life is a dream without limits. He has a personal fortune of $20 billion, and of course he owns luxury properties all over the world. One of the crown jewels of his collection is the Chateau Louisier-CV.
That is beautiful.
A $300 million mansion in France that was once dubbed the most expensive home in the world. But even this lavish mansion can't compare to his primary residence, the Riyadh Palace, a monumental structure whose value is beyond measure. Experts estimate that if it were rebuilt from scratch, it would cost $500 million. The Riyadh Palace spans 4.9 million square feet, larger than a small city, with its own hospital, royal cinema, multiple mosques, and countless other amenities that the average person can't even imagine. If you think the Rolls-Royce Phantom is the definition of luxury, for King Salman, it's just a small toy in his 7,000 car collection. That's right, 7,000 supercars, from the most luxurious to the most unique in the world. Some notable names in his collection include Mercedes-Benz Maybach S600, priced at $4.8 million, a one-of-a-kind custom. Bugatti Veyron, priced at $3.4 million, the most sought-after high-speed supercar. Gold-plated Rolls-Royce Phantom, priced at $2.5 million, because without gold, what's royal style? When it comes to traveling, the king doesn't just fly first class. He owns a private jet fleet worth over $2 billion, the crown jewel of which is a custom Boeing 747, worth over $500 million. The interior is almost entirely covered in gold, and of course there is a throne room in the sky. And if that is not luxurious enough, every time he steps off the plane, a gold-plated escalator is prepared for the king to descend in the most majestic way. Not only planes, King Salman also owns a fleet of super yachts worth more than $500 million. Among them, the most notable is the Prince Abdulaziz, a super yacht worth $100 million with full amenities like a floating palace on the sea. What about the other princes?
Bro, what do you need a boat that big for? Imagine you being so rich that you buy a boat that big and you only got 3 friends. So what is all 3 of y'all gonna do on that big old boat? But I ain't gonna lie, I know the yacht parties he be having be lit. People probably spend the night on this boat for nights, days. This is like a cruise, basically. This is a cruise. Like people with money, man. Just send me a few dollars. Send me a few dollars.
Who can match this wealth? Let's find out right away. Number 8 is Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, the richest and most powerful king. The ruler of Abu Dhabi is not only the richest man in the world, but also one of the most powerful leaders in the modern world. He ascended to the throne after the death of his half-brother, Sheikh Khalifa bin Zayed Al Nahyan, officially taking control of the richest oil kingdom on the planet. And since then, his fortune has skyrocketed from $3 billion to more than $30 billion, a huge fortune poured into luxury real estate, unique supercars, and million-dollar boats. Entering the world of Sheikh Mohammed is entering a kingdom of extravagance, where every building is worthy of an emperor. Among the most magnificent properties, Emirates Palace in Abu Dhabi is the brightest jewel. Worth an estimated $3 billion, this palace is not only an architectural masterpiece but also a symbol of power and wealth. But Sheikh Mohammed doesn't stop there. He also owns a slew of million-dollar homes around the world, including a $45 million mansion in Beverly Hills, California. If you thought billionaires like Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos had impressive car collections, wait until you see Sheikh Mohammed's fleet. From $2.5 million Bugatti Veyrons to $3.4 million Lykan Hypersports to the ultra-rare $3 million Lamborghini Veneno, every car in his collection is one of a kind. But the crown jewel? The Bugatti La Voiture Noire, the world's most expensive car, worth $18.7 million. A mechanical marvel that...
I'm not a big car person, so maybe this is why I'm about to say this. Like, I'm not paying 18. How much you say? 18 million? I'm not paying $18 million for a two-door car. Are you crazy? I barely want to pay $60,000 for a car. Only because I guess my tax bracket ain't the same as he. But 18 million for a car? A two-seater at that. A two-seater. You can't even put nobody in the back seat. No, I'm straight. And I know the car world, car people probably hate me for making that statement, but I'm sorry.
Only one person in the world owns, Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan. The luxury doesn't stop on land. The ruler of Abu Dhabi also owns the Azam, one of the world's largest super yachts, measuring more than 590 feet and worth $600 million. But it's not all about real estate and cars. Sheikh Mohammed is also an art collector with a collection worth more than $100 million. From classical paintings to modern works of art, he has a keen eye for decorating his palaces, yachts, and mansions with priceless masterpieces. And now we come to another powerful figure, one who not only owns a huge fortune, but also shapes an entire economy. Number 7 is Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, Prince of Dubai. When it comes to wealth and power, Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, the ruler of Dubai, is not only a billionaire but also one of the most powerful figures in the Arab world. With a personal fortune of $15 billion, this figure is just the tip of the iceberg. What really makes him powerful is not just his money but his control over Dubai. Under his leadership, Dubai has risen to become one of the most luxurious cities on the planet. When it comes to where he lives, Sheikh Mohammed does not settle for anything less than the pinnacle of luxury. The $500 million Al Palace is a testament to his extremely refined taste. The 100,000 square foot mansion is decorated with ivory and precious metals. However, he is said to own more land in the UK than the British royal family. Some of the notable properties in his portfolio include 63,000-acre estate in Scotland, 45 million mansion in Dallas, Texas, and a super luxurious penthouse in Monaco worth $323 million, which is among the top.
You say you got a mansion in Dallas? Hey, bro. You know, when you in the Dallas area, bro, just drop me off a check. That's all I'm saying. It ain't got to be no millions, no billions. I'll take 100,000, bro. Just drop me off a check. Thank you in advance.
Top 10 most expensive properties in the world. Dubai is a paradise for luxury cars, and no one enjoys it more than Sheikh Mohammed. His car collection is every speed enthusiast's dream, including rare masterpieces such as Bugatti Veyron worth $4 million, one of the fastest supercars on the planet, Lamborghini Reventon worth $2.5 million, a masterpiece with a design inspired by fighter jets, Ferrari Enzo worth $1.5 million, one of the legendary Ferrari models, or Mercedes-Benz McLaren worth $1 million. In addition, he also owns a fleet of Rolls-Royce, Bentley, and other luxury cars. If owning a supercar isn't enough to show off his status, Sheikh Mohammed also has a fleet of luxury yachts. The Dubai super yacht, worth over $350 million, is one of the largest and most expensive super yachts in the world. If you think European royal weddings are extravagant, you haven't seen Sheikh Mohammed's. Not only was it the most extravagant wedding in history, but it was such a grand affair that the government had to build a stadium to host it. The total cost, $200 million, with $100 million going toward building a new stadium for the ceremony. Is there any king who can match Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum? Or is there anyone who can surpass his opulence and power?
I can't watch this anymore. Can't watch it. I'm getting jealous. I'm getting jealous. I don't understand how you got that much money in life, man. Like, what do you do to get that much money? I needed to be a king. I needed to be a prince. Dang, my parents failed me for not being king of Dubai. I'm sitting here broke, looking at y'all videos. Life ain't fair at all. Life ain't fair. Anyways, man, I'm out of here. Now I'm depressed because I'm broke. I gotta figure out where my next meal coming from. And this nigga buying $200 million weddings. I know she happy. Girl, you better not fix your lips to talk back. If he say whatever, allow it. Allow it. I want my sister to marry some nigga like that. If he tell you to shut up, shut up. Wash his clothes, make sure food on the stove every night. Just do it. I need a sugar mama like that. If anybody in the area that's available, let me know, man. I'm trolling. Nah, but I'm out. Peace.